Hey guys, we are finally back. I'm Professor Pokestash.
And I'm Nick.
And today we are doing our PSA round 2 returns. We have a second shipment we sent to PSA, 34 cards coming back, and we are going to see how well we did. I did a video with this sheet several months ago. It took a lot longer for PSA to get this shipment back than the last time. With my predictions on what I think we're going to get, we're going to assess that. I redid all the values last night to see what these cards are worth raw. We're going to assess that versus what they were raw versus what they are now in their new grades. And we are going to see if we got any gains or losses at the end of it. We are going to assess that against our total cost, which we can just say right now is we have to beat $1,889 to go positive on these slabs. That's the value of what the cards were worth raw, plus what it cost us to ship them off there and get them graded. It was about $17 a card. So if we beat that number, we're going to do something very special at the end of this video, but we're going to leave that as a surprise to see if we do. Nick, do we have our lucky Pokemon?
Yes. We got
the luckiest Pokemon. We have Jirachi with us again. Mm-hmm. We did really good with Jirachi last time. We're going to go ahead and let Jirachi out of his Pokeball. And we're going to situate him again. He's not going to break. We'll put him back in. There he is. And without further ado, let's get to grading. Our checking grades. Nick, what's our first card?
Our first card is...
Ooh, we are starting out with some... show the camera right here. That way I can see what it is. Good job. We're starting out with the Rayquaza GX Shiny. I believed this one was going to be a 10. I'm going to be pulling up on my other phone price charting prices. So, Nick, whenever you're ready, go ahead and pull the tab.
I'm ready right now.
Go. You're going to have to do it different than that because we got to show her the camera. So go ahead and do that. We got a 10, though. He is a Gem Mint 10. So that card is worth $38 raw, but it's worth $124.
Oh, wow. As a 10?
As a 10.
Oh, wow.
So 38... 38, sorry guys. That's a really cool card. That's a good way to start too. 38 plus 17 equals 55. He's worth 124 minus 55. We gained $69 on that one. Nice. Okay. Let's see our next one, bud.
Whoa.
Moltres
and Zapdos and Articuno Rainbow.
Hyper Rainbow Rare. Okay. We believed that this one was going to be a 10. And that one is SM. I think it's... Nope, 69 of 68. Go ahead and pull the tab.
It's a 10.
It's also a 10. So raw, this card is worth $10. That would mean it would cost us $27 to get it graded. It is worth $46 in a 10. 17 plus 10 is 27. You're right. You're right, Mrs. Pokestash. My math was off on that one. We end up having... Well, no, I didn't say that part yet. It's worth $46. And we gained 19 on that one. So we're doing really well so far. We're going to keep our 10s together. Let's see our next one, Nick.
You want to save this one for last?
No, we don't have to save it for last this time.
It is.
Oh, that is a super special one, though, because that one doesn't have any price charting on PSA. That one, our price charting, that is the, where is it? It's might be on this second page.
I think it's on the second page.
No, where?
Pikachu EX.
Well, it's Ash's Pikachu.
So it starts with an A.
Ash's Pikachu GX, Japanese. So I thought this one was going to be a 9. So I'm going to have to actually go to eBay for this one because the eBay pricing is how you price this one. But while I do that, eBay has this one raw worth $50. I think he's going to be a 9. I think there's probably something wrong with him, but let's see what we got.
A 10!
He's a gem at 10. Wow.
Oh,
So this is great. If you guys watched the other videos, spoilers, we got a surprise Pikachu M level X. That was a level 10. That was a gem mint 10. I was not expecting it to be a 10. This one, I figured it had a better chance of being a 10 than that other one. But yeah, that's another unexpected Ash's Pikachu GX PSA 10. And he is worth, wow. The lowest price for him on eBay right now is $400.
Oh.
So, never mind. Wait, there's a 350, but there's a 370. 350 is the absolute lowest. I'm going to be nice and put him at 350, even though that's the lowest price. Raw, he is worth $50. So that is a gain. Well, $50 plus the 17 is 67. 350 minus 67. We stood to gain $283, and we are off to a magnificent start in getting this surprise bonus at the end of this video. All right, Nick, go ahead, get another one. Scizor EX. Okay, now this one, this is my favorite Scizor art, with the exception of, I think, Rocket's Scizor or Rocket Scyther. I could be wrong on that one. Sorry if I am.
Found it.
But he's right there. I know this guy is not, I know he's not a 10. If he's a 10, something is wrong, unfortunately. But I like him enough to get him graded anyway. It's one of my favorite Scizor arts. Like, if you look at the video, at the thing, he's like doing some kind of like kung fu move. He's a really cool card. And go ahead, Nick. We'll pull. I think he's gonna be an 8 or a 9, but we'll see.
He's an 8.
He's an 8. Okay. Hey, we were still right. We thought he was gonna be an 8. As a raw card, I had trouble pricing him because TCG Player, they don't have any near mint ones that are priced regular. They go immediately up to like $150, $300, but the card doesn't sell very often. So I didn't think it was fair to price it that way. So I priced it at $80, figuring I would get an 8 or a 9. I did get the 8, and he's worth $106 in the 8. But we have to remember that we still had $17. So if he's at 97. We really only gained $8 on him. But it's a very weird card to price raw. So we know for sure forever now he's an 8. And we did gain. And he's forever going to be an 8 now. He's not going to get any worse. And he's one of me and Nick's favorite Pokemon and cards. So it's really cool to have that like that.
Yeah, he looks like an old, weird one. Like he got like made in a science lab, like Mewtwo or something.
He kind of does have like a robot Mewtwo kind of vibe. Huh? I never thought of that before.
Like his chest is way weird. Is he an old card?
Yeah, that is an old card. That's from Unseen Forces.
Wow, and the next one is...
Okay, so this is a Glaceon level X. I did not... This was that card. I put notes on it. I realized after I bought it that it has a print line. So I figured when I saw that print line after I got it, I got a really good deal on it either way, but I figured that it was not going to be as good at grading as I thought whenever I originally got it. But the good thing about Glaceon Level X is the Glaceon and Leafeon Level X are some of the most sought after Level X cards. So this is a really good one to have, even if it comes out I'm thinking it's going to come out a 7 or an 8. I know you can't see that right there, but if you're looking at the camera or whatnot, but I think it's still going to be a 7 or an 8. But let's see what we got with it, Nick.
An 8.
Good. That's actually
Wow.
that's actually the high end of what we were expecting to get with it. So even though it has a little print line along it, an 8 was the best case that I figured with it. We got an 8 of a very sought after card. This card is worth $150 raw. As an 8, it's worth $240. So
oh my god!
don't get too excited with all these numbers, bud. We just coincidentally are pulling a lot of our bangers right now. There's one card that is potentially worth a lot more than this one in our stuff right now. We have we'll just leave a surprise for it. So this was another one that was hard to price. I ended up coming to the $150 price of it. Plus the 17 is $167. We gained $73 on that slab. So we're doing really, really well right now. Go ahead, Nick. Get the next one. Jirachi's doing good. Let's flip Jirachi up. Okay. Man, we got some good evolutions coming right now. So this one, if you want to see, Nick, there's a weird thing on it where right here, it changes the depth of the water. That's not a print line. That's actually how the art looks on the card. But depending on who's looking at it at PSA, they could grade it really low because they might not know better. So sometimes they'll grade it a 10, sometimes they'll grade it at an 8 or a 7, but we collect evolutions, and it's a cool reverse foil of Vaporeon. It's in great shape even with that. So I figure we'll get at least an 8 or a 9 on it. Go ahead and see what we got.
We got a 9.
Oh, we got a 9 on it?
Yep.
Wow, that's really, really good. So let's see. Actually, bud, let's set yourself a little sticky pile over here.
Yeah.
And you could just put them there. Perfect.
I need to reach on it.
So, Vaporeon. Unseen Forces. So the reverse foil of Vaporeon Unseen Forces is worth about $38. In a 9, it's worth $64. But it was a really cool card. I figured it would be great to get it. And even at the 17, we're at 55. We still gained $9 on it. So that's pretty cool. Between this one and the Scizor, we got those 2 cards that we wanted to add to our collection anyway, and we basically got the value of getting them another card graded, right? Because it cost 17, and what's 9 plus 8?
9 plus 8 equals 18. Right?
It equals 17.
7.
So, yeah, all right. So, all righty. Let's see our next one. What we got? Okay, do you remember this card?
Yes, I do. I do remember this one.
Okay, what you remember about it?
I remember that we pulled it.
That's right. We pulled it in our vintage pack that you and I opened. You guys should check out that video. That's the first vintage pack that Nick and I ever opened together. I don't think it's in perfect shape. It's probably a 9, maybe even an 8. But I'm going to grade every rare card I ever open up with Nick. So,
Can I open it?
one sec. Yeah, you can open it.
Oh, it's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay.
It's a 9.
We guessed it was going to be a 9. It is, in fact, a 9.
It'd be even crazier if it was a 10. I wonder what's wrong about it.
It is worth. Let's see. Where did I just had it? Lieutenant Surge's Jolteon is worth $9. It cost $17 to grade it, so it's $26. But it is worth $27 and a 9. So we gained $1, and we got to seal up a card that you and I opened together that was super special. So.
And it was a 9.
I was expecting to take a loss on that one. I was just gonna take the loss for the nostalgia of opening it up with
we
you.
were gonna get like a 7 or something.
When we were looking at it again, I was like, it might be an 8. I don't know,
7.
but yeah.
Can I do the next one?
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, it's
This is that
Raichu.
really cool Raichu. I found it in while I was just looking through our bulk, and I was like, dang, this Raichu's in really, really good shape. And we have all these Pikachus and hardly any Raichus. So I just figured it would be cool to open him and or get him graded. I think he was going to be... Where are we at with that Raichu?
Why is your holes right there?
That was how the cards were designed for a little while. This Raichu comes from Power Keepers, and that was how they did design the cards then. He's worth $14 raw. Let's see what we got on him, Nick. I thought he was going to be a 9.
He's a 9.
He is a 9. Okay, great. So, as a 9, he's worth $34.
Oh, it's a lot for just a Raichu.
Well, we didn't make very much money on it. We only made $3 on it. But we haven't lost money on any of them yet.
Yeah, like this one we got $283.
Right. So we're still doing really, really good. We're getting into our old cards, so we're not seeing very many 10s, but we weren't expecting 10s. And we haven't, honestly, the only one we got wrong so far was the Ash's Pikachu, and it was wrong the right way, because we thought it was going to be a 9, and it was a 10.
Yeah.
So.
Can I do the next one?
Yep, go ahead.
Oh my god, that's the coolest Entei I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, so this is a super special Entei. That's the Galarian Gallery Entei from Crown Zenith. My absolute favorite modern set. I believed not only was it a 10, but I believed that it was like Black Label good. So I'm really expecting a 10 on this one.
Okay, 3, 2. It's a 10!
Yeah. I was going to be very surprised if we didn't get a 10 on that one. So that one was one of the ones we might ship off to Beckett to see if we can get a Black Label on it, because it's in that good condition.
If we got a Black Label.
It's worth $51 in a 10. And that is a gain of 13 plus 17 is 30. It's a gain of $21. So that's pretty good. Let's see our next one.
I really
I think we sent off 2 of those. I'm hoping at least one of them comes back in a 10. Go ahead and check it out.
10.
We got one for sure in a 10. Okay, great. So in a 10, that one is worth $59. He's worth 23 raw, so we gained $19 on him.
19, gosh.
So the 23 plus 17 is 40. 59 minus 40 is that might be the next one. That might be another Leafeon right there if they kept them in the same order I shipped them. Let's see.
Yep.
Yep. So let's see. Might be another 10. See what we get.
A 9.
All right, we got a 9. That's gonna be our first loss, which is okay.
It's just a 9.
No, it's watch. I'm gonna show you. So it's a 9. That's why I shipped 2 because I for sure wanted a 10.
Wait, no, it's your second loss.
Well, yeah, you're right, but that was a good loss. This one we're actually gonna lose some money on. So it's worth about $32, which is still 9 better. But remember, it costs $17 to get them graded. So we actually lost $8. But that's okay. We're good.
You got like $11.
Yeah. We're just still doing fine. Go ahead and check the next one.
Okay.
Oh, that one is one I'm really hoping is a 10. We've got so many of those Mewtwo's, and they all come back with something wrong with them. So I really hope this guy came out of 10. Let's see what we got, Nick.
A 10!
All right. We got a 10 on that. Great. Yeah, no, that's what you sounded like. So, and that's enough. In a 10, he is worth $101.
Oh no.
So at $101, he was worth 46 raw. He's worth 60. It was a 63 cost, right? Because 17. So 101 minus 63. We gained $38 on him.
38.
And we have a Gem Mint 10 Mewtwo V-Star for our collection.
Wow.
Go ahead and check the next one.
Oh, Gyarados V Max. Wait, that's an alt art.
It's a Gyarados VMAX Rainbow.
It looks like it's an alt art too.
It is technically an alt art
Oh.
because they're all alt arts.
Even the clouds are rainbow.
All right, buddy, get it for us. I believed he was a 10, but I put a little star by him in case he comes back a 9. I think I saw a little chut on him. Go. He's a 10.
A 10.
Please stop doing that.
Okay.
All right. I get that we're excited, but we don't have to repeat ourselves. We have plenty of times to say 10. All righty. He is worth $65. He's only worth 15 raw. So counting the cost, he would be 32. We gained $33 on that Gyarados.
Wow.
Yep. We're gonna put this one right. We'll just start stacking them. It's fine. Alrighty, let's see our next one.
Our next one is a Mew V Max.
Oof, I think this is one I put. Yep, I put a star near this one too because I believed that it was going to. It had a little bit of off centering. So, hang on. Anyone else have this issue? Whenever you type Mew, your phone really just wants to convert it to the word new, just over and over and over again, and it is just not having what you're doing, because that's what's happening to me right now. Alrighty, let's see what we got. I have a star by him, so he might be a 9, but I think he's a 10.
A 10.
He's a 10. All right. As a 10, he is also worth $101, just like Mewtwo. He was worth 27 raw, but in Rainbow, we have 101 minus 44. We gained $57 off of him. That is a good gain.
That was.
And I believe these rainbow cards are a good investment because they don't make rainbow cards anymore.
Oh, they don't?
Nope. They stopped making them when they went to Scarlet and Violet. They did those Terra Crystallized cards now.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's check the next one.
The next one is. Ooh.
Celebi V Max.
Rainbow.
think we're knocking out all our rainbows right now, huh?
Yeah. I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, I got this one from a local card shop, Gopher Games, I believe. They have a bunch of they had a bunch of cards, but I was only really hunting for for PSA 10s or Gem Mint 10s. So go ahead and check. I believe it's a 10. I was gonna be surprised if that one wasn't a 10. It didn't have the little asterisk near it. It's worth $43 in a Gem Mint 10. 27. We gained $16 on it.
16. That's good.
That is very good. Let's get our next one. We're almost halfway done. It's going to be a long video, guys. Bear with us.
Ooh.
This is our... Oh, okay. We're actually going down the road right now. This is our Blastoise Celebrations. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, I'm not doing it yet. If this is a 10, I'm going to freak out.
Well, I think it's going to be a 10.
Yeah, I think we were talking about putting it in that thing we were going to put the Entei in.
I think that was your Luxray. But let's see.
He's a 10!
He's a 10? All right.
Yep.
Excellent. So that's a 10. He is worth $45 as a 10. He is only worth $6 raw. So 23, we gained $22 on him.
22, that's still a lot.
Yep.
Last one.
Last one.
Not.
Okay, come on. There's your Luxray.
There's your
Now
Luxray.
that one, we might not actually gain on him. I just figure he's super cool. Luxray GL level X. The Celebrations one, he is literally just worth $1 if he's raw. So if he's not a 10, we definitely lost money, but I'm almost positive he's a 10.
He's a 10.
Okay. So this is another card. I used the Lux Chomp deck whenever I used to play competitively, whenever this was a standard card. So I thought it would be really, really cool to just collect this one. I have the real one in the previous video. I believe we have one in an 8 or a 9, but we're not going to really gain hardly any money on this. Yeah, we gained $3, but we gained, and he's a Gem Mint 10. And that one might be shipped off for Black Label. So we are on our second stack, and let's go ahead and check it out. Ooh.
UV Max.
Ooh,
There is cars flying. In this car, there's cars flying.
That is alt art, Mew VMAX.
Oh god.
So I believed he was a, well, wait, let's see. I believed he was a 10, but I have an asterisk, so he might be a 9. Let's see what we got.
We got a 10.
We got a 10. Nice. So he is worth $118. In a 10. He's worth 61, and we spent 17. So that's 78. So 118 minus 78. We made $40 on him.
40. Wow.
We have one negative card so far. One.
What's negative?
The Leafeon V-Star was the 9. That is the only one that's come back negative so far. But we still have a lot of ones that I don't know about. So let's see what we got.
Okay, we got.
Oh, okay.
Scyther.
That was a fun one.
It's a shiny.
Yeah, it's a baby shiny, shiny Scyther. That was from Shiny Vault. It's only worth $4 usually, but we like Scyther, we like Scizor, we like Cleavor. So we went ahead and sent him in. Let's see, Scyther SV1. You can go ahead and pull the tab, buddy. I think he's a 10, but he might be a 9.
He's a 10.
He's a 10?
Yep.
Okay. So he's worth $4 raw, but he's worth $36 in a 10.
like Shiny Sizzle more than Shiny Scyther.
Yeah, Shiny Scyther doesn't look too different. Just his little segments are pink instead, right?
Yeah.
But we did actually make really good gains on him because he's 20. We gained $15 on him.
Cool.
So let's go ahead and check the next one.
Oh,
okay. Let me see the back. Yes, Japanese card. Daddy's not very good at guessing Japanese stuff. Every time I say I think it's going to be a 9, it ends up being a 10. But we're going to get caught on that sooner or later. This is the Triple Beat Magikarp. It's a super cool card. I'm trying to pull him up right now. You can go ahead and pull the tab, but I think he's going to be a 9.
He's a 10.
He's a 10?
Yep.
So I will accept with happiness that I am bad at grading Japanese cards. I'll just assume if I want to send them in, they're probably a 10 at this point. Let's pull him up.
Just put a 10 or a 9 on there.
So he is worth $25 raw. He's worth $58 in a 10. So we're looking at 42. We gained 16 on him.
16.
All right, let's get our next one.
We got
Snorlax. Okay, this is one that I didn't even really check the values on when I found him. I was just like, I love Snorlax VMAX. He's a freaking Pokemon with like an island growing on him. So I just figured it auto-corrected at the shoelaces just now. What's the number on here? Snorlax 142. Alrighty, go ahead and check him out, bud.
a 10.
He's a 10?
Yep.
All right, so he is, must be on the second sheet. No, he's right here. In a 10, he is worth $42. We're looking at a gain of $15 on that. So we have a lot of gains around $15 to $20. That's pretty good. We're almost gaining on most of them our money back for another slab, and we really only had one negative slab so far. Go ahead and get the next one. Oh, goodness. This is a big card. This is a big one, and that's another one I have to look up on eBay because it's a German Raichu, and price charting does not have any language other than Japanese and English for the most part. So German Raichu, first edition German Raichu. I thought he's in immaculate shape, honestly, but I know I'm due for one to be really wrong. So I have him as an 8 or a 9. If he comes back a 7, I could live with it, but this is a big card. Let's see what we got.
We got an 8.
We got an 8. Okay. We could take that. He's an 8. Nick, this is the very first set of Pokemon that ever was. This card came out in 1999. I was only 13 years old. Yeah. So
Are you older than Pokemon cards?
I am very older than Pokemon cards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but what we're going to have to do is look him up as a PSA 8. And raw, he was worth $110.
110.
I'm seeing 300, 225, 210. I'm going to value, yeah, there's 2 in a row that are 208. I'm going to value him at $208 because I always take the low on this. And he's worth 208. That's 208 minus 127. We gained $81 on him. All right, let's get our next one, bud.
It is
Oh, Rare Candy.
Rare candy.
He's on the second. Rare Candy's on the second sheet, but we only have a few more left on this first sheet. So that's actually, guys. I don't know if you're out here collecting with us, but Scarlet and Violet era cards are printed the absolute worst. They are the freaking worst ever that it's printed. And English cards have always been bad print quality, but we have so few cards from our Scarlet and Violet stuff to get graded. This was one of the few. I believe it's a 10, but it's Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if we're ever gonna really get 10s from Scarlet and Violet. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna pull this up. Rare Candy. No, what's the number on the bottom? 256? Is it?
256. Yep.
Okay.
And 198.
Go ahead and pull him.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay.
It's good.
Yeah. He's as a 9, he is only worth $17. We got that one wrong, and that makes me feel like we're gonna get both our Miriams wrong too, which is a bummer. But
I don't need to feel that way. We might
no,
get.
you're hey, you know what, Nick? That's the best way to look at it.
Guess what?
You're right.
We might get like a 10, and it's so good that we could put in the black label.
That would be phenomenal.
Like,
but we did lose 13 on that Rare Candy.
Yeah,
But we've been gaining so many. Let's see what we got next. You're right. That you have the right attitude, Nick. Let's think positive. So that is a special Pikachu V. That's from the Ultra Premium collection of Celebrations.
and it's gold.
Yep, it is the gold one. I believe he was going to be a 10. 1 sec. I gotta find him. And what we got?
We got a 9.
Bummer.
Why is it a bummer? It's just a 9.
I know, but we got 2 wrong in a row, man. It is what it is. In a 9, he is worth $35. So we lost 40. We lost $9 on that. Alrighty, let's check our next one. Let's keep Jirachi up.
It's the Miriam.
Okay, I believed the Miriam was going to be a 9 or a 10.
Sprinkle the magic on it. Sprinkle the luck too.
I believed that Miriam was going to be a 9 or a 10 because it has a really weird little corner cut on it. But it's from the cut from the factory, so I don't know how they were going to grade that. But it's probably, based on what I'm looking at now, it's probably a 9.
Okay,
Go.
it's a 10.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We got it on the Miriam.
We got a 10 on this Miriam. And she is worth... She's worth 65. That's a good gain. Because she's only worth 12 raw. So I think, unless my math isn't working right, we had a long day, guys. We went through Blaster League, play at the park. We did a trunk or treat. 65 minus 29. We gained $36 on her.
Cool.
All right, good job, Miriam. And I think the next one is the secret rare Miriam. But I don't know. You think we're going to get 10 on both of them? I don't even know if that's what's next. Let's see.
It's next.
It is. That is the chase card of Scarlet and Violet base set. It's either a 10 or a 9, I believe. Let's see what we got.
A 10!
Oh, nice.
Okay, we got a 10.
Good. I was actually really worried about that one. I was pretty sure it was a 9 because this back corner, I know there's no way you might be able to see it. This back corner actually has one little tiny speck.
Huh.
Other than that, this card is absolutely flawless, and I know PSA allows like one or two little tiny things, but that's awesome. We got this from Nick's Scarlet and Violet booster box. It's the first booster box he ever picked out at the store and opened, and it's the chase card from the set. So it's really cool to get it in a tin. It is worth $119 in a tin, which puts us at a gain of $70.
7.
Yep. Let's get to the next one.
Next one is
Friends and Hasui, my favorite modern Pokemon video game, Arceus. That's all the main NPC characters on it. I believe that not only was this one a 10, but I believe it was I believe that it could be a black label. So I'll actually be very surprised if it's not a 10. Yep.
10.
There we go. And as a 10, it is worth $38, which puts it at a plus 13. That's a really cool one to have. I think it's a really underrated card, too. Friends and Hasui is a cool art card. All right, let's see what else we got. Ooh, this is one of our big hitters. This is one of our big hitters. This is one of the getting nervous cards. So what's the number on it? 154. This is the Alt Art Charizard fighting Venusaur. I do believe it's a 10. I do believe it's a 10, but it might be a 9. Nick, what do we got?
We got a 10.
All right. So to explain why this is so stressful in the Charizard, modern cards, if they're not a 10 or a 9, you're better keeping them raw. So this Charizard card is worth about $110 raw. In a 9, it's worth $134, which is still a lot, right? It would have still been positive at 9. But at a 10, it is worth $226.
Oh.
So that's a big deal. 226. So I think after, we gained $99
Oh my god.
on
You need like one more
that
dollar
card.
until you just get the.
All right, let's see if we can keep it going.
Ooh.
Okay, Radiant
Pokemon
Charizard.
card.
That's
And it's from Pokemon.
Now, no, there are 2 Radiant Charizards. We're talking about the one from Pokemon Go. He is I believe he was a 9 or a 10. He might be a 9. Let's see what we got.
He's a 10.
He's a 10. Okay.
Radiant Charizard.
As a 10, he's worth $45, which puts him at a gain of $20. Let's check our next one.
Our next one.
Oh, this one I really got graded because if you look, it is so unbelievably off-centered that I want to try to see if we can get an OC tag on it. So I have to pull this one up on eBay because Charizard, well, I'm going to have to look him up after. I believe he's a 9 OC. So go ahead and pull the tag, Nick. He's an 8 OC. Okay, you know what? I'm still super happy with that. Charizard V Max. Ultra Premium. PSA 8 OC. What that OC tag means is he's off-centered. Ooh, he has a lot of rattle to him though. The OC tag is just a fun thing. It's a fun way of saying your card we acknowledged that there was no possible way your card was going to be perfect because it was printed that badly. So I just think it's fun to have. So I got it wrong. It's an 8, not a 9, but it did have the OC tag. There's no way to value it. As a 9, it's worth $100. So I'm just going to kind of blindly, I'm going to say it's probably worth $30 as an 8 OC, and we'll get a gain. And this is random. That's why I don't want to be silly about it. We're going to gain $2 because the OC has its own collection. It has its own people that like cards that are printed like that. So I got the OC tag. I'm really happy with that. I wish it was a 9, but it's fine. It wasn't the super crazy go. Yeah, go ahead, bud. Sorry, Daddy. Okay, so this one we know is going to be wonky because the Legendary Collection Hypno, or Legendary Collections cards in general, are just kind of very hard. These reverse foils are just very hard to get good grades on. The Legendary Collection Hypno is no exception to that, just like every other Legendary Collection card. I believe that we're going to go back to this other page because we are almost out of cards, Nick. I believe that this Hypno is a 7 or an 8. If it's a 6, I understand. I don't know how to grade these. It's super wonky. If it's a 6, we take a loss, but it's fine. I want it to have a Legendary Collection. If it's a 10, something's grossly wrong, but I'll be really happy. Let's see what we got.
An 8.
Oh, wow. Okay. An 8 was the higher end of what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a 7 or an 8. So, as an 8, it's worth $85.
Wow.
And it's worth 46 raw, plus 17 is 63. We gained $22 on that. That's pretty great.
3 more.
Yep, go ahead. Please don't drag them. All right.
Ooh.
We have
Glaceon
GX.
Shiny.
Shiny from the Shiny Vault. I believed that this one was going to be a 10. Let's see what we got.
Got a 10.
We did get a 10. As a 10, it is worth $51. The 51 ends up being a gain of $19. All right. 2 more cards.
Ooh,
Are we sure?
EX.
Yeah, all those in the back are graded. Jolteon EX. This was a hard one to find pricing for a while. I think some have been added. This is 28A, I believe. Yeah, 28A. But yeah, like there are no 10s of it. So if we get a 9, cool. But let's see what we got.
We got a 10.
We wow. So there are no 10s. There's no information on what to do
man.
if this card comes back a 10. I'll check eBay. Maybe eBay will have something.
Probably does. But we got a 10.
Jolteon EX 28A PSA 10. Okay. There are more than none. And he's worth about $80.
Cool. That's a lot.
Considering he's worth $6 raw,
That's a lot.
that's a huge gain. Yeah. That's a gain of $63. And then I saw this one on the outside, and I very specifically made it to be the last one, just like we did last time, because it has potential to be the most valuable card we got graded.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's a very, very special card. Be careful, and let's see what we got.
Ooh.
It is a real deal banana peel Espeon EX. Now,
You put an extra tape.
yeah, Mr. Jerry put extra tape on that one. Again, we did not thank you earlier, Mr. Jerry. Thank you very much for helping us with this. Very much. If you never shipped the PSA tells you your grades via email before they actually send you the stuff. But in our group, Mr. Jerry is our person who gets shipped to because he works from home, so we never have to worry about the package not getting picked up. But he doesn't tell us our grades because we don't like to know. We like to do this for y'all and for ourselves. We think this is fun. But if this Espion is an 8, it's worth $317. If it is a 9, it is worth $675. If it's a 7, which it might be, we're gonna take a little loss on it. It's worth $242.
What's if it's a 10?
If it's a 10, which it is not, it is worth $3,500.
Okay, that's crazy.
Go ahead, Nick. Let's see what we got.
We got a 9.
We got a 9?
We got a 9.
Wow!
We got a 9.
So that is our third most valuable card. Because we have a surprise card that me and Mrs. Pokestash actually got on Whatnot. That is going to be getting graded next time. But we'll leave that up for a later date. $675. We are looking at a gain. I am losing track of both time and my math. At 250 plus 17, we're at 267. 675 minus 267. We had a gain of $408 on that one card.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That card paid more than half of all of our grading that we had done. So I don't even have to do this math because we honestly don't have the time for it if we want to do what's coming next. We definitely went positive. We definitely beat the numbers. So we get to do the surprise. Mrs. Pokestash has offered to do the math. I already wrote all the pluses right there, so you can just add it all together.
Okay.
Mrs. Pokestash has offered to do the math while we do this. We know it's a positive, but I told Nick, because we have not done this in a very long time, that we would open up a booster pack from the booster pack time machine. Nick, go ahead and pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
1.
1 is a Giovanni heavy crimp or big crimp gym challenge pack. Now I'm going to open it for you, but I'm going to let you get it past that. It is we're going to calm down a little bit. I don't remember the trick. Checking it. Gym challenge pack trick.
These two.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I know we're at dead time right now. I don't want to do this wrong. We do not get to open these often at all. Three from the back. So based on that, sorry Mr. Jerry, this pack will not make it out alive. We've definitely torn worse than that, though. One, two, three. There you go. Right here. If you got to stand up, do whatever you need to do, but right here. Okay.
So I flipped down the
No, yeah, I've already done the trick for you.
Oh, Eric's Bellsprout.
Erica's bell. Whoa, whoa! The pack trick was wrong, but we pulled a foil. Oh my goodness. I need a sleeve. No, just don't worry about it. We need a sleeve. Amateur hour over here at the Poke Lab. Professor Poke Stash. Guys, if you watch this whole video, you just saw something absolutely insane. This card is in really good shape, likely a 9. Nick. Go ahead, see what else we got. There's still some cool cards. I mean, that kind of takes the fun away a little bit, but yeah.
Sabrina's Abra.
Yeah.
Favor.
Yeah.
Koga's Ekin. Misty's Horsia.
Horsey, yeah.
Brains the Duo.
Blaines the Duo, yeah.
Sabrina's Drowsy.
Yeah.
Coca's Golbat.
Giovanni's
Machoke. Oh my
Now remember,
God.
the old packs didn't always have foils, Nick. This has to be our best video so far.
Yeah.
Like, Mrs. Pokestash, we pulled a foil Erica's Venusaur.
Beautiful.
Out of Gym Challenge.
This is like...
That's my favorite art for Venusaur ever.
Nice.
It's a Ken Sugimori drawing. It is, guys, that is the magic right there. So, whew. I don't even know what else to say. Man, that was an awesome video, but it was almost an hour long. If you guys are still here, thank you so much. We are trying to get back into videos. We are 70% moved into our new house. The new lab is coming. This is on our kitchen table. We just really wanted to get this done for you guys. We're trying to get back. If you like this content, please give us a like and subscribe. This was a absolute blast. Thank you so much for watching. Nick, no way we didn't. Yeah, get another one. Dude, that was just unbelievable. Let's see. I don't know how we're going to top this one. Thank y'all for watching.
I don't think we're ever going to top this one.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.